saying I won't change, but I ain't the same. Everything's different, I can't complain. You don't know what you missing. Shame on you, yeah. Shame on you, yeah. Everything's strange, that's just a game. Everybody throwing it away. We was getting lifted, now we getting paid. Shame on you. I paid the cost to see apostrophes. That means it's mine. Keep to myself, taking my time. Always into some bullshit and down the line. Drop it with my eyes closed.
It should come on out. Alright, all on you.
That's out. Huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Oh boy.
Now what you gonna do first?
You repainting this?
Uh-uh.
I was about to say.
No.
Well, it's fine.
Just this.
Oh, you said something about painting this.
So, let me show you guys what we got here. The day that I put this car back together, I guess I did it a little too soon. And when those vents went in, it kind of squished into the body of the car and then pulled itself up. And what we should have done is had two people there and go ahead and pick it up. So we know now it started down low, and then as I tightened it, it pulled itself up and just wrinkled the paint. So we're going to sand and blend all of this and then come back and just shoot some clear over it. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Right on out.
Good deal.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's hard right there.
Didn't it though?
Ooh, shit.
Let's sand it there and try to, just cut it down from the edge with it.
Yeah, I need a piece of tape. I think anything just shouldn't be that much dust anyway.
Oh.
What do you think I need to do? How do I need to do it? Just sand it?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the light to change. You ask me how I've been, well, I'm good, I can't complain. Times get harder, things get strange. Oh, I know.
So this may end up being a little easier than we thought, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. We may be able to keep it real nice and tight up against the very edge there. We'll see. This is a learning experience for me because every situation like this is going to be different. But we'll share our results with you, and maybe this can inspire you guys to get out and fix a few of the little things that's been aggravating you about your car. We drove this thing over and immediately jumped on it. We'll see how it looks. Urger can do it. You can do it, can't you? You can sand. Hell, that's all you need to do.
I just need a way out of my head. I'll do anything for a way out of my head. In my own way, just feel like living some alternate reality. And I was drowning, but now I'm swimming.
Got a little spot out.
You got a little spot out.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here, oh, let me turn this down just a touch.
We got to get back in the trunk.
Well, don't think about it.
We don't, we're good. So let me show y'all what we're doing here. We decided to go ahead and take it all the way down the back side of the car. We're gonna dust a little base coat. Obviously hit these spots here. That was a bad spot where we had a chip. Dust a little base coat on, kind of blend it real easily. Shoot some clear. We're gonna be kind of easy on the clear up here as best we can. And he just sanded with 1500. So that way, once we pull everything off, we can buff that edge out. We've got some blend solvent as well, so when you spray it on, like if you got a hard line or whatever, or where it kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of, didn't melt in good, you can spray that blend solvent. Either way, we're not looking for perfection here, guys. me and Papa T have been looking at this car. We're gonna have to end up respraying this thing at some point. It just our combination of whatever we used to do this just didn't work out, and a lot of that's going to be on me because I was trying a bunch of different stuff. But it's okay. It's still a pretty car. We love it. It's not perfect. It's not a show car. Told y'all guys that to start with. So with that being said, we're just kind of just making it look better, because this was an eyesore up here. I don't know if you guys ever really paid attention or remember, but it was wrinkled up. So it was a big eyesore. What we're doing right now is just fixing little spots, and there again, here is going to be sanded with 1500 up to about this edge, and we're just going to kind of blend the clear over into this. Hit it with some blend solvent, should be good. This will be a hard line right here, but what you guys don't know is it was already a hard line anyway, because we resprayed the top of the car, re-cleared it, and that was a hard line and nobody ever saw it. So you just gotta trick the eye a little bit every once in a while. Just giving you guys an update. We're going to be shooting some base on it. I don't know if we'll clear it today, but we'll at least get some base on it. We'll see how it goes. All right, so this is the area that we're going to be spraying. Not much at all, and we're going to try to blend the clear in down here and up here. Obviously, we got to put a little base on it.
Down go the system, laundered again. Turn the power off and get your water from the spring. I'm bringing everyone with me when shit get iffy. I give 150%. This is the shit that I'm dealing with, but I wish I forget. Used to be feeling depressed, now I'm living, I'm a little obsessed. Yes, behind jacuzzis, I be hitting the jets. I'm showing her some love, she be giving me sex. Respect the attitude. Don't fuck around and be a victim of your pride. Why you lying? Tell the truth, step aside.
I guess this is going to be the delivery to Papa T. It's not the delivery that I had anticipated. You know, we were going to video it and it was going to be a whole like thing, but he's seen the car enough now and been around it. It's nothing too special. But here it is. We got it done. Now it's going to require some buffing because there's some hard lines, but this is it after the quick respray. That's going to work. That's about all I can ask, honestly. But that got rid of all that crap up there around the edge of the window, so all that's finally done. And this has got a bunch of trash in it, so I'm going to have to buff it out. But as you can see, it's all done now. I want to remind you all, just get outside and do shit. Just do stuff that you didn't ever think you could do before. Go buy yourself a cheap compressor. Buy yourself a gun from Harbor Freight. Things like this. Paint and body work is where people charge you the most. Most of you guys can get out here and do engine work. Most of you can install a camshaft or work on your own car. You might not rebuild an engine, but you can at least work on it. Most of you guys don't do any paint and body work. I know it's scary, but I recommend you all give it a try. Watch YouTube. That's what I did. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and, well, watched Papa T my whole life and just decided, hell, I can do it. So that's what we've done, guys. We've come out here and we've hopefully proven to all of you, all the naysayers, that you can do this. You, little old you that don't know how to do any of this stuff, can do it if you want to do it, okay? That's the message I'm trying to preach. I'm not going to listen to people telling me and telling my people how to do shit and don't do it if you're not going to do it this way. Bullshit. I want you to get out there and prove to yourself you can do this shit. Just go do it. Just do it. Promise you. Anyway, I'm going to get Papa T in here. We're going to talk about the car real quick, give some final thoughts. And this is going to be our delivery, I guess, of the Gray Ghost to Papa T. So, see you guys in a minute. we were going to do like a big thing, but obviously we had to work on the back of the car.
Yeah.
And I figured why not just leave it over here. So we don't know how long the car's going to stay. It's going to kind of go back and forth, I'm sure, but I just hope he gets some use out of it. He's not going to drive it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. Probably not going to drive it a whole lot, but all I hope is that every once in a while he can get in it and drive it around, enjoy it, bang some gears. But it's not an everyday car per se, but you know what? I believe it could be. So what's your thoughts on it? You like it? You happy with it?
I took it to death with it. It's totally awesome. You couldn't ask nothing no better.
No.
I mean, it's just unbelievable it comes as far as it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
We never had any big hopes and dreams for this car. It sat out there in that carport for years, and you know, we talked about it. We said, hey, you know, eventually we're gonna restore it, but we say that about everything.
Yeah.
And this one actually got the treatment.
It come to life.
Yeah, it did. It's not a perfect car. It's not meant to be.
No.
It looks pretty, sure. And when you see it coming down the road, you might think it's a show car, but up close, it's not. And we're fine with that, because instead of spending 6 months on body work, we spent about 6 days on body work, and we got this thing on the road. But I can promise you one thing: it catches the eye, and it's a good running car, and I think it can be enjoyed. There's only, I think, a few things left that need to be done. The windshield wiper motor, and he got the heat and all that shit sorted out. Yeah, so it's pretty much ready to go, y'all.
It jam up.
Yeah.
Guarantee it jam up.
I will say that I never thought that it would be where it is. I really didn't. You know, even when we started on it, I figured it'd be in primer. Instead of old black wheels like we used to have on it, you know,
Yeah.
which would have been fine. That was cool. Because this car was always called the Gray Ghost because it was pretty much in primer. You primed it pretty much right after you got it, didn't you, or something like that.
Not too long.
Yeah. Funny story real quick. There was 2 of these cars. Did you get them from the same place?
Mm-mm.
So both of them were, the other one was
They
65.
both come out of a barn. They actually both come out of a barn.
Yeah. So he had another 65 that was maroon and gold.
Golden.
And this was a factory maroon right here on this car. So he had them at the same time. And I think it's just cool because that was not a very common color, but you ended up with 2 of them that color.
Yep.
And he got both of them out of a barn. Now you don't remember the year you got this, do you? Was it in the late 70s, early 80s?
It had to been. Yeah. Yeah, it had to been in late 70s or early 80s. Had to been.
Did you get it whenever we were living down behind Pop?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been.
And whenever I got it, it had a 289 4-barrel 4-speed in it.
It wasn't a perfect car back then, but when I drove, I drove the car. I started driving it 95, I guess, 94, 95. 94, 95, something like that. I started driving the car and it was rusted out then. It was pretty bad. And it's crazy to think that here we are, you know, ever how many years later, and this thing's pretty much rust free for the most part, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, it's going to be a fun car. The whole point of this thing was to go out there and beat on it. And we finally got it to where you can do that. It took an MSD box to fix it, to get it to that point because it was so inconsistent. But me and Berger drove it over here today. Not a hiccup one. Just perfect. Every time you get on it, it doesn't, you know, backfire, poop and pop, and do all that funny stuff. So I wanted it to be like that before he got it, because if it's running like crap, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, he'll park it. He's not going to want to deal with it. So we needed to get it running good. But anyway, y'all, that's it. You know, we've all stood around and talked about this car enough. Y'all know Papa T's thoughts on it. He loves it.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to let this thing dry up tonight. I'll probably come back over the next few days. Make sure that the paint's dry now before we push those vents up there. I'm going to do a little buffing on it, and we're going to get this thing knocked out, and I'm going to leave it with him because we got another project going on at the house, as you all know, with the Calypso, and we just got our verification today on our new part for the car, so that's got to be coming up here pretty soon. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up, and as always,
Thanks for watching.
there we go.
That's right.
We finally got everything done. There's one more little spot over here that we need to do, but we pretty much got this taken care of now. So looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but you know, from right here, it looks really good. The paint blended in nice. So we're gonna leave it for Papa T. We'll leave it for him. Fulton just went for his first ride in it. So It went pretty good. What'd you think, Fulton?
Hell, I couldn't lean up.
It's a good running car for what it is. I always kind of emphasize that a lot because, you think, oh, well, it's just a little 347, how fast can it be? It's actually a lot quicker than you might think. As a matter of fact, we were going to run these two cars at some point, and I'm not so sure that the Retro Fox would outrun it, to be honest with you. I think the Gray Ghost is damn sure give it a run for its money. But anyway, with all that being said, we're going to leave it over here. Papa T's going to enjoy it, Fulton, everybody. So that's it, y'all. The Gray Ghost signing off. I just talked to Papa T. It's been, yesterday, whenever I left the 65 with him. And I was wondering, is he really going to drive the car? Is he going to use it? So I got a phone call. I kind of waited. Got a phone call from him tonight. And here's how it went. When can you come get this damn car? I said, wow, what's wrong? I can't drive this damn thing. I said, shit. I said, well, what is it you need or what? He's had both knees replaced, if you guys don't know. He said, no. He said, I can't drive the damn thing nowhere. He said, everybody tries to stop me and talk to me. So exactly what I thought was going to happen is what happened. So we talked for about 30 minutes. And honestly, I think he really likes the car. So, the 65 is going to probably be a different scenario than maybe what most people would use that car for. He's going to use it to occasionally drive to the grocery store, drive around there again, town square that they have, go take it to get gas. It's not going to be an everyday car, obviously. We know that. It's not going to be something he goes out and races. But one thing you need to know about Papa T is he can still rip some gears, buddy. That's where I got it from. I learned from him, and he damn sure can put it down, buddy. So if you think for a second that he's going to take it easy on it, no, sir. He will get out, cut up, have fun with the car. That's what I want from all of this. I want him to get in this car and enjoy it. Just truly feel what it means to have this car back on the road. I hope he has the same feeling, at least that I've had with it. To start with, it was great. The very first time I drove the car, I remember, it was a shell still, had the 289 in it. It was cool. It took me back. I had the feeling of nostalgia and everything else. Then once everything kind of got done with the car and we could rely on it and it ran good and it sounded good and you didn't have to stress over, is it going to start? Is it going to load up? Foul plugs? Oh my God. Completely different car. Like, it's the nostalgia plus my dream car, essentially. I mean, yeah, it's got stock suspension type setup on it in the front. It's kind of a little wondery, all over the road. But with that being said, the damn thing is just so fun to drive. And it's reliable. And that's what I told him today. He was talking about going into Donaldsonville. Any of you guys around here know where I'm talking about. But for most of you, you don't know. Donaldsonville's about 20 minutes away for him, 15 minutes, something like that. I said, hell, drive it. I guarantee that thing's going to be fine. Just drive it. And this is what I love to see, y'all. This is what it was all about. See, Papa T is one of those guys, you got to just leave stuff with him. Don't shove a camera in his face and say, oh, go driving, and then you get this million view video of that. That's not what this is. Papa T is not private so much, but he wants to figure things out on his own. And when he does figure it out, trust me, he'll be beating on it. He's going to enjoy it. This meant the world to me to be able to do this. I got a little bit of time with the car to where I got to enjoy it. But ultimately, this is what it was all about, right? The Gray Ghost was this car that, was a legend in my hometown. Everybody knew about it. I had really, really good memories of this thing back in 94 through about 98 whenever I would drive this car. It's been all over the place. For some reason, everybody remembers it that's ever run across it. And it's nastier than ever. It's back on the road, and I absolutely love it. And Papa T's got it, and I hope that he'll enjoy it. Also, my brother Fulton, as you can see in the video, he took a ride in the car. I didn't video it. I didn't think about it, honestly. But he absolutely loved it. He loved it. So I hope they can get out, maybe go eat, drive, take, like on a Friday night, go out and go get a steak and just, I don't know, just enjoy it. You guys know what I'm saying. It's hard to explain, but I just hope he enjoys it in the same way that I did. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Sorry, I just want to give you guys an update. I just got off the phone with him. Yes, it was a success, y'all. It was a success. I'm telling you, this is the best case scenario ever for me because Papa T's a little different when it comes to stuff like this, and he liked it. He liked it. What was that commercial? Was it Life? He liked it. He really liked it. Was it Mikey? I think it was. I'm going to wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching. I want to take a moment to re-emphasize what it is that I'm trying to say to you guys. You know, when I started my channel, I wanted to prove myself to you all. I started in the garage and I said, okay, I need to show these guys that I'm who I say I am. I can talk about it all day, but I need to be able to walk the walk. And I think I've done it. I'm not a perfectionist, guys. I throw shit together, and that's fine. The point of this channel is to show you guys, show all of you watching right now that you can do more, and you don't have to be perfect whenever it comes to it. Now, you can sit on parts forever and not install them, and your car be on jack stands and talk about it and tell stories to your buddies and post it on Facebook. That's fine if that's your thing. That's not my thing. I got one chance on this earth to inspire people and show them that they can do more, because I'm going to tell you, I'm just a guy just like you that had doubts. Didn't know if I could do this stuff. I pushed myself beyond what any of you could ever imagine, and I did it. As far as I'm concerned, there's always someone in the comment section that likes to say, well, you should have done this and you should have done that. Let's think about this. These are people who own body shops probably, or paint professionally, or build engines professionally, or whatever it may be. What I'm trying to tell you, though, is there is no rule book when it comes to this. I want to see you get out and prove to you and everybody else around you that you can do something that nobody ever thought you could. It's amazing what we can do when we set our minds to it. I don't know how else to emphasize the fact that I pushed myself beyond anything I could ever do on this channel to inspire people, because I know that feeling of success. I know how it feels to be proud whenever you create something and you step back and you look at it and you just think, oh my God, like this looks so good. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But damn it, everybody else is paying people to do stuff. I'm telling you to get out and do it your damn self. Can all of you do it? 100% of you? No. Some of you have limitations. I understand that. But for a lot of us, we can do so much more. If this channel has done nothing else but prove to some of you that you are greater than you think, then it was a success. I don't know how much longer this channel will be on YouTube and how many more cars we can build. I don't plan on quitting, but I'm just saying, you guys better get what you can get from channels like this right now. Take what you can take from it. Learn. I am so happy with what I have created on this channel. I love all of my cars with all of their imperfections. I want you to do the same thing. Guys, look, it's easy. You can take bonus money, tax money, you can sell something, you can do shit and then go pay somebody to build a car for you or paint it. It's not the same. The money that you spent on paying someone to do it, you could have bought the tools, done it yourself, and saved money, and then feel better about yourself. There's a whole world out there now of people who don't know how to do anything. They want to pay everybody to do something. Let me tell you guys, we don't know what this world's going to look like in another year, especially 10, 20 years. There might not be people out there to do things for you. I say be self-sufficient, get off your ass, and go do work. I love y'all. I hope you're inspired. I'm going to wrap this one up.